Come on in to Sister's Tarot. Gather round, everyone. I have here my trusty magic 8-ball. Let's take a look inside, see what it has to show us today. This is a general reading. Take what resonates and leave out the rest. If you don't resonate with the reading, feel free to check out my other videos. You may have some messages there. Now, without further ado, let's start the reading. I call upon you, Heavenly Father, asking that you bring down the message or messages meant for the collective, and to protect me as I give them their message or messages, and to protect them as they receive it. Please and thank you. I ask this in the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. In Jesus' name, amen. I'm going to do the galaxy spread. And as you well already know, the ones that's already returned, they'll be shuffling the cards ahead of time to be sure that the spread is in view of the camera. And I'm only taking upright for this spread, so it's easier for me to read. Okay, at the bottom of the deck we have Six of Pentacles. Now, I'm going to lay out the spread and then we'll get started. Okay, now that we have the spread laid out, now we'll get started. We'll start with theme 1 of the reading, which is the Hangman. You have come into an awareness and enlightenment and seeing things from a better perspective now. Especially with this theme 2 being with the Five of Swords, you are now being able to see through things more clearly and seeing who is really against you and who isn't. And you're seeing things for what it is. And then here we have in theme 3 of the reading, Nine of Cups. So you're having your wish fulfillment come in now. And now your enemies are laying down their sword because they have no other choice. And with theme 4, we have Four of Swords. So you're able to rest easier and not be stressed. You're more relaxed now. And everything is coming together. And it's starting to really start unfolding little by little at this time. And then here we have the Emperor. You have everything in order and in divine order. And you're very much in your divine, masculine, or if you resonate as a feminine, the divine Empress. You're very much in your, not only your power, but you're fully aware, not because of awareness here, but you also have things structured. And you have stability. And perhaps you're been looking out and seeing things from your past is what I'm picking up with these two children. And I'm not picking up it's your children. I'm picking up it's your childhood. And that you have fond memories from it. And I'm getting with this armor that this Emperor is wearing, that you're fully armored and protected heavily at this time. So your endeavors are able to come in and your work is doing well for you. And you're starting to see a leeway in things. And being able to stay on top of things better. And I'm also picking up having better management over what you're doing. And that these mountains that was in your way, metaphorically speaking, are now being cleared out the way for you. Then we have the Queen of Pentacles. I'm picking up that you've learned to be more nurturing and more grounded and practical. And even motherly. And that you have a loyal companion coming in, is what I'm picking up from this dog here. I'm not saying it's a dog necessarily. I mean, you could be getting a dog, but I'm picking up loyalty because of the dog. And with her holding this bouquet of flowers, I'm picking up, you're feeling like you're being honored for something. So you're going to be honored for something significant. A job well done. I'm also picking up perhaps someone is contemplating on being a florist. I picked that up before a while back. I don't remember which read. It's been a while. But perhaps you've been thinking on becoming a florist and having your own business in that, and you'll do well in it. And with these rocks in the background, I'm picking up that you've been working on the foundation for it, so you can have a great foundation to build that business upon. And that's that's for someone. It's not going to be, that's not going to resonate with everyone, obviously. So just take what resonates. And then we have the King of Cups right afterwards. You're in control of your emotions at this time. And I'm also picking up from this in the throne that he has. It looks like a shell. You've been keeping to yourself like a shell, like you closed up like a shell. I mean, keeping to yourself to keep negative energy away from you. So that's another reason why you're more protected, because you're keeping yourself away from things that's not going to serve you. You're learning to make your circle much smaller. Then we have the Seven of Swords. Especially with this Five of Swords over here at the thing too, you have been dealing with much deceit. That's another reason why you cut out a lot of people out of your circle, because you knew that the deceit was within that circle that you did have, and you had to cut a lot of people off. With this Five of Swords, you cut them out. Now here we have the Page of Wands. I'm picking up a good message to come through. So you're going to get good news. And I'm picking up, because of this cat here, is somebody that you're close to, that you're going to receive good news from. Whether it's a friendship or a relationship. Considering what I picked up here, it could be possibly a relationship. Someone that could be a potential relationship. And then I'm picking up, maybe you were not waiting on a message, but you're open to it. And then we have the Queen of Cups. And since we have the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups, I'm picking up a counterpart for sure. So as someone you may have been connected with already on an emotional level, and you have much love for each other. And you're both very stable in your emotions at this time. And I'm also picking up the shell in this too. So I'm picking up, both of you have possibly learned to cut out people to make your circle much smaller, because you know that the smaller the circle, the better off you are, less drama and less issues. Then we have the High Priest. God is guiding the both of you, whether it's together or just guiding you in general in your life. And also I'm picking up between the High Priest and the Ace of Swords, God is bringing you clarity and truth within a situation that you've been dealing with. I'm picking up work and relationship, whether it's platonic or more, all of that. So you can see who's for you and who isn't. So you can cut out more of what you don't need in your life and cut through everything that's not for your greatest good. Then we have the Knight of Swords. I'm picking up things are going to swiftly be working out in your favor, especially with what I picked up here. So things are going to be picking up speed now, with the Knight of Swords being the fastest knight out of all the knights there is. And I'm also picking up quick communication, because the swords are about communication. It can be. It's not just about intellect, it's also about communication. And then you have the Hermit. So you've taken this time that you have to yourself, and it's helped you see things more clearly and obtain much wisdom because you were doing the inner reflection that was needed. And you cut yourself out of being in too much of in the groups of people, so that way you had the time to have that clarity that you needed and see things from a better perspective, again with the Hangman, and looking in on the situations about things, and also get more in touch with yourself. And between these two here, you also had been taking out time for meditation, and that's helping you to see things more clearly and to have more peace with this Four of Swords to go with that. You had more peace by going inward like this. And then considering we have the King of Pentacles to go along with the Queen of Pentacles, even if you have or have not had this physical contact with your counterpart, that's about to be coming in the way that it should. And I'm picking up that you've both claimed each other in some way, just not in the physical, but it's going to be coming together in that way. Because you both have the same feelings for each other, and you're both grounded and practical in your ways. And possibly both of you might be business owners of some sort, or have some kind of way of being a boss, or some way in that form. Then we have the Five of Pentacles. I'm picking up one of you, possibly the one that's receiving this message, but not necessarily. It could be flip side. You'll know which one resonates. Have been dealing with some type of financial issues, and it's been burdening you down with this Ten of Wands. But because of what I picked up here, things are going to start, and especially with the Knight of Swords too, everything's going to start picking up now, and you're going to come out of feeling like your finances are not working in the way that you hoped yet. Especially followed by the Ten of Cups. You're going to be very happy and content, not only within yourself, but this partner that is coming together with you. And you both will be loyal to each other is what I'm picking up. And you could possibly have a family with this person. And then with the Lovers, there's a great chance that it doesn't have to be twin flame, it could be just soulmate, because not everybody has a twin flame. Let's just get that out there. There's a big difference. You know how that'll apply to you. But regardless, you're being guided with this angel here. You're being guided by God and your spiritual team, bringing you closer and closer together with who you're meant to be with. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles. So it's going to be a physical start for the both of you. And I'm also picking up physical blessings coming in. And then we have the Three of Swords. You've had to overcome many heartbreaks, whether it's with relationships in the past or any kind of heartbreak. It doesn't have to be relationships as far as romantic relationships. It's just any form of heartbreak that you've had to overcome. And you doing that inner reflection and meditation, that has been helping you to overcome that pain that you've went through and turn that pain into your wisdom. Excuse me. And then we have the Two of Pentacles. So you're coming into having to make a choice on something. But I'm mostly picking up, especially with the Six of Pentacles at the bottom, possibly a payoff is coming in from a partnership, because this can also about partnering, balancing things, but it could be a like partner because it's two. And it's something to do with material. Whether you're collaborating with someone that you're meant to be collaborating with, or just having this balance in your finances now. And starting to finally get that payout from where you haven't been having that income that you've been hoping for just yet, but that's coming in. And you'll be paid fairly when you do, with this Six of Pentacles. I'm also picking up something too between this King of Pentacles and Queen of Pentacles and the Queen and King of the King and Queen of Cups, is you balancing each other out, and you are going to have an equal give and take within the situation. And again, it's going to be a beginning in the physical, so it's something new in the physical when it comes together. It's not I'm not picking up old flame, so it's not someone that was your ex or anything like that. It's someone new to you, and it'll be an equal give and take. And with this feather in his hat, I'm picking up birds of a feather flock together. So you complement each other very well, and you work well together, and you will be working well together. Once you come together in the physical, you'll work well together. And I'm also picking up with these, maybe you could have kids with this person. There's a good chance of it. And I'm picking up you'd both be very nurturing type of parents, especially with the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups, and then with the King of Pentacles, you're grounded and practical in the ways that you do things too. So you'll be very stable, both of you. Not only in your emotions, just in general. And have that structure. So this is supposed to be for a divine counterpart. So take whatever resonates. If you're the Emperor or the Empress, you're going to have the Emperor or the Empress for you, which is your divine counterpart coming in. And this will definitely be your equal. With the Two of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles, you'll be equally giving to each other. I'm going to see if there's an overall message before I move on to the Oracle. I'm picking up from this brick here in the Nine of Cups. You've been laying out your foundation and building up from the ground up, brick by brick. So you've been doing things the right way. And because of that, it's going to pay off for you. Because you did not rush through things. You did things in a slow and steady wins the race sort of way. And it's going to pay off because you're going to be building up a strong enterprise, not enterprise, but it's a word I'm really trying to think of. I mean, it could be that for somebody, but empire, metaphorically speaking. It doesn't have to be an actual empire, obviously, because you built such a great foundation, strong and sturdy, and it's going to pay off because of it. And also you listen to the guidance that God and your spiritual team has guided you to do. And you listened well, and you did what you were supposed to. Let's see. If there's anything else I'm picking up. I'm picking up heavily from this Lovers because it also represents Gemini, but I keep hearing Gemini. So something important might have happened during Gemini season, and which, you know, that could be the last part of May or June. I'm picking up more June, so something significant might have been in June, whether it's this June or a particular June. You'll know how that resonates with you. I'm also picking up with this Sun here. Someone might need to, I picked this up in a reading before, not off this tablecloth, but someone might need to take more vitamin C and get out in the sun more, possibly. I'm also picking up potassium, but you, of course, want to go to the doctor and, you know, make sure these things before you do that. Get it checked out is what I'm picking up. Maybe you might have low potassium or something, as well as needing more vitamin C. Maybe not getting enough intake in your diet. I keep being pulled. I even got pulled to this Gemini here. I'm also picking up someone could either be a twin or going to have twins. So I'm feeling guided to say you might want to hold on to that message in the future if it's not that you are one or already have one, because that might be relatable later for somebody. I'm picking up maybe up to 2 or 3 people that might end up having something from that. Especially when I'm picking up more on that too, with that 2 of Pentacles being right on top of the Gemini. I'm trying to see if there's anything else before I move on just yet. I'm picking up you're being handed the keys to your future. So you're about to have a lot that's coming to you that only you have the keys for. Whether it's a new opportunities, home, vehicle, whatever. It might even be all of the above. Let's see. Make sure there's not anything else before I move along. I'm picking up more even on house because I'm being pulled to this house here. So someone could be getting a new home or their own place if you don't already have one. Or an apartment, whatever. Your own homestead. And I'm being pulled over to this Ace of Swords as I'm saying that. So this is definitely a truth for someone. That's all I'm picking up from the reading, from the tarot. So we'll move on to the oracle now. Okay, we're going to start with Earth Magic Oracle. Lotus Flower, Unfoldment. So, especially with that theme 1 of the reading, which was the Hanged Man, that's just showing more things unfolding to where you can see things from a better perspective. But also, the rest of what I was talking about was picking up things starting to unfold for you in the way that you're starting now. Where you weren't having things going the way that you hoped to. So as you're starting to see your hard work's paying off and everything's unfolding like this lotus in your favor. Especially with that, again, with the what was in the tarot with wish fulfillment. And also picking up from the sun here, you're starting to have the sun peek out of the clouds here. So the storm that you weathered is now moving on, and the sun is going to start coming out, and you're going to have more, not only wish fulfillment, but happiness, especially with that 10 of Cups that was in the reading too, in the tarot. And I'm also picking up unfoldment of your blessings coming in now. That the weather that you went through was to help you to have more strength and to teach you more endurance. And also having your faith more stronger. Excuse me if you heard that. I think that's my stomach growling. Oh, I know it was my stomach. That was growling, but I don't know if you picked it up or not. I'll feed you in a bit. Anyway, Dawn, new beginnings. So that's just clarifying it even more. You have an unfoldment of new beginnings coming in. Your new blessings. Move my hair off the table. Okay. I'm also getting pulled to this over here. So this might be significant for someone. I have a picture when I was younger that has Panama City Beach, Florida. So that might be significant for someone. Whether you're planning a trip there or you just, maybe that's where you could be located. But I'm seeing in my mind's eye vacation. So maybe that was a vacation that you have planned for yourself. And if so, with all these positive cards coming, that would be a good thing for you to do, especially because they give you some relaxation is what I'm picking up. It's a picture of when I was a kid, when I went on a youth trip. I just get, all of a sudden I'm drawn to it, and I knew I need to speak on it. It might be significant for someone. Just full moon completion. So things are starting to come into completion now, and you're going to have things come into full circles, what I'm getting from full in the circle here from the moon. So everything is starting to unfold and come into completion. So you're going to feel more complete financially is what I'm picking up. And seeing soon in my mind's eye. Oh, and at the bottom of the deck we have date, dream time creation. So your dream of your endeavors coming together is starting to show itself, whether it's a creative endeavor or not. You're seeing things being created right in front of you, or going to start beginning to. Now we're going to move on to Angel Answers Oracle. Improving health. Considering I picked up that from the sun here, that's just clarification that perhaps that you need to have that checkup, because the potassium or the vitamin C, or possibly both, might be what needs to help you improve your health. So get a checkup and see about having that checked at the doctor's, what I'm picking up, because that could help improve your health. And because I'm hearing, especially being pulled from here, moon, like moon water. You don't have to drink moon water. That's not what I'm picking up. It's just pulling me to that direction. Maybe possibly drinking more water too would be significant for you and good for you and your overall health. Trust. So you're going to have new beginnings due to you having trust and faith that everything is going to unfold, even when things were looking rocky and you had all these storms and obstacles that kept trying to get in your way. You did not give up, and you kept pushing through, and that's going to really pay off for you, because you were trusting the situation and having faith despite everything that's coming against you, and had belief in the situation, even though belief's not here is what I'm picking up. I'm also, because of this color here in the circle, I'm picking up aqua, so water might be significant for you. Again, being drawn back to that Panama City Beach, Florida. Maybe that'd be good for you. If you haven't planned that, maybe you should, possibly. And we have recovery. So with this full completion and recovery, you might be overcoming something, or recovering from a health issue. And it'll help you to have your health come back in order by getting that checkup to have that vitamin C and or potassium is what I'm picking up again. That will help you to gain your health back if you just overcome a cold or something. And then we have a year from now. I'm picking up a year from now is when you're going to see the biggest treasure unfold. Because this looks like a treasure box to me. So a year from now is when your biggest of blessings is really going to start showing itself. Even though you're going to have blessings throughout the rest of this time frame, the biggest is going to happen a year from now. Now, It could be exactly a year from now, or it could be just meaning next year, which we're not far from that if you really think about it, considering this is September already. But if you're watching this in a time frame that it's not necessarily September, just a year from this date, or the following year within that date. Because I know that by the time someone could come across this, it might not be September. And now, oh, we're going to move on to the Moonology Oracle. Everybody on a different time frame. I just usually leave it open. Because time is fluent. Of course, time is also an illusion too, but you still get the point. I'm also picking up time is of the essence. And you're learning to trust the situation to where you're not even worried about how long it's taking for things. You're just letting things unfold naturally. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. This is in reverse. Don't let your past hold you back. South Node. With that being in reverse, I'm picking up you're no longer letting your past hold you back anymore. You finally learning how to release that and go forward and not letting that hold you back. And especially since this is a South Node, so whatever was in your past, whether it was how you were raised or done things, you're no longer letting that hold you from doing what you know is best for you and what you meant to have in your life. And you're learning to trust the guidance that you're being given to move away from those past situations. And it's helping you also, I'm picking up recovery. You're recovering from your past is also what I'm picking up. Your past hurts. And I'm also picking up you're learning to mother yourself, so nurture yourself. So you come to learn how to do that. And that's been another blessing to yourself and for yourself. By giving that to yourself. That self-love that was needed. And I'm also picking up between when I'm picking up the word study over there and a year from now. Maybe you're thinking about next year joining a university, because I also saw university in my mind. So maybe you're thinking about that. And then now I'm being pulled more to that. So maybe you're thinking about going to a university in Florida. Is also what I'm picking up. It's all just connecting itself. That could be significant for someone. I'm also picking up Florida State. So take what resonates and leave out with the rest. So I'm going to say I'm just picking up what I'm picking up and speaking on it. Adjustments are required. Third quarter moon. So you knew that adjustments were needed. And that's why you trusted the situation, because there was a few adjustments that needed to be made before things could start unfolding for your new beginnings. And you trusted the situation. Show the world the real you. Full moon in Aquarius. I'm also picking up from this, don't let your past hold you back in recovery. You've learned to not let your past hold you back to the point that now you're able to show who you really are. And you're not afraid to show your authentic self now. Because you've learned to love yourself exactly for who you are, regardless of other people. It doesn't matter what they think or say about you. You define who you are, and you've come to learn this. And it's going to help you recover in a way that's going to help you unfold in the way that you're meant to. And shine your brightest. Because Aquarius also is the star card. So you're going to shine your brightest, authentic self due to this. And then now that the sun is pulling out to me again, the spotlight being on you, so to speak. It doesn't have to mean that you're necessarily in the public eye type of thing. Just your time to shine. Your commitment is being tested. First quarter moon. So your commitment is still being tested. And because you learned how to have trust and faith in things, you're learning how to have commitment towards things, even though it doesn't show that it's going to have a great, even if you're not starting to see the outcome yet and unfold, you're having trust and faith in the situation. And this test that you've been through is paying off, but you're still going to be having tests throughout the situation. Especially being right underneath a year from now, you could be going through a lot in the next year. That's really going to help things propel forward more positively for you. Now I'm going to see if there's anything else I'm picking up overall before closing out this reading. I'm picking up because of the word read. Possibly you love going to the library, because I also picked up library. Or maybe you work at a library. Yeah. So maybe you love to read. And I'm also picking up research. So maybe you've been doing a research paper is what I'm picking up, or will be. So somebody could already be in school and have a research paper, and that have trust and faith that you'll do well on it. And that I'm also picking up, you might want to make a few adjustments before you find the final turning in the paper in the final. But that you'll do well. And I'm also picking up with the test. That's also picking up tests, so it might be a very big test on this situation. And that your studies will paid off for you. I'm also picking up with all this too that someone could be graduating next year or a year from now from a college or university or some trade school. Trying to see if there's anything else before I move on. I'm picking up again with this cup and the improving health. Someone needs to drink more water. So make sure you have more water intake at this time. Possibly I'm picking up someone might need to, when they go to check up, maybe see if talking to their doctor about they might benefit from just taking some form of vitamins. You might not be getting enough from your normal intake of food. So you might want to see about having that checked in general. Maybe talking to your doctor about a multiple multivitamins. Yeah. Anyway, just see about taking vitamins. But check with your doctor, a checkup or the recovery, to see if that's going to be good for you, because you definitely want to check with your doctor, obviously, not just listen to me on that. And when I'm picking up, discuss it with your doctor, obviously, or starting something like that. I'm also picking up with this Dawn. Maybe someone's named Dawn, or something. First with the moon and dawn, I'm picking up at dusk more. Maybe you should be going out even at different times of the day is what I'm picking up. I've picked up something like that before. So don't just go one way at one time of the day or the other. Just getting out in nature. But that's all I'm getting from the reading. I hope this resonated with you, and thank you for tuning in. and I hope this gave you some clarity. And be sure to turn on the notification bell so you know each time I upload a new video. And like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, God bless.